Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Into the Breach, where today, I want to just say we're going to burn it all down again. If I'm honest, that's where my head's at. Let's just burn it all down some more, just like we did last time, but even more so. So the enemies on the Pinnacle Robotics Island do not have the highest health. The explosive scion's a problem, for sure. This is Boost Scion. A lot of these things have 3 HP. You don't ever actually pick up the ability to do more damage. Nor do you. Alright, let's do Pinnacle Robotics. We're going to have to deal with the other things through fire. Which is... it's not a horrible way to do it. Let's start by destroying all boom bots. We have the very easy Ice Storm mission over there, which we can come back to. Let's start right here. So, I would like to shield... with this enemy makeup, we actually want to shield the buildings with our body as much as possible. And we are looking to deal 8 damage. It just feels like too damn many turns, doesn't it? It's pretty awkward. So if I stand right here, and I fire there and there, we kill the explosive scion immediately. We kill this thing. We're going to deal 1 damage to our own mech. Then this thing's going to explode, dealing 1 damage to each of these mechs and also killing that. That does deal more than 8 damage in total. I'm not sure if it'll count the way I would like it to. Well, no, it'll deal 8 damage just from the shot though, because it'll be 3 plus 4 plus 1. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna go for it. It's a little scary, but... it's a lot of damage, but none of it hits the buildings or anything. You can very easily just push this one back to there. And then you... yeah, that works. Very pleased with how that goes. Alright, so you're dead already, thanks to the magic of a big fire. All I really want to do is push this one to the side. Now, we lost our boost on Kai, but at the same time, we gained a point of flat damage. So, we did not get credit for the maximum firepower, which is interesting, because that absolutely was 8 damage dealt with a single activation. Maybe it has to, like, the enemies have to actually take 8 damage in total, which would seem to be unlikely, to put it gently. Alright, let's deal with you. We can shove the Plasmodia onto the spawner. This is a little tricky. I guess this thing only deals 1 damage. The way I deal with this can just be by blocking. Okay. Wait, does its attack actually push? Why would it push? That's crazy. It's tiny, tiny little attack. Okay, well, I think things are basically under control now. We do still have to kill this boombot, which involves freeing it, but I think that's probably going to be pretty straightforward at this point. You only have 1 HP, right? Yeah, okay, cool. Oh, can't do that. Sadly, the block is immediately lethal. You're good though, right? Yeah. All right, cool. I don't love that we got 3 enemy spawns going into the final turn, but... okay, at least most of them are not interested in actually trying to do any harm. I love having units with 5 movement. That shit is amazing. So you're a masochist, huh? +2 is a lot of move, but also, that fucking sucks. So this attack won't actually push the thing. Yeah, okay. It is safe to stand here. Yes, I am absolutely going to reset this to maximize XP there. Oh, I guess you die on the first shot no matter what. Yeah, it actually doesn't matter. And I'm not able to kill the other one in any case. Well, I guess I can just step out of the way here. There we go. That kills it with burning damage. And all of my mechs have exactly 1 HP remaining, which is kind of terrifying. I guess we played our resources all the way to the bone on that one. Yeah, pretty bummed out about Masochist on Silica. That is not what you are looking for. Do I want to grab secondary cooling? I mean, I sort of want to try to get to the reactor as quickly as possible. I do not love this mission. Alright. Alright. And remember, the Plasmodia's spawn's attack pushes, despite it being a projectile that's approximately, you know, a dime in size. I can try to give... yeah, alright. We'll try to give the Hornet a couple of double attack areas to focus on, see if we can steer it away from buildings for the first turn. Well, that's no good. So... wow, that's no good is such an understatement. Okay. All right. So I can move the quickfire mech to here. We can have the napalm mech push the Alpha Hornet down and then quickfire it over to this side. It'll die before it attacks because it'll be at 3 damage and also on fire. That deals with you and you. This thing, unfortunately, does get to do 2 damage to buildings. We can freeze this mech, but I can't do anything about this. Well, I freeze this robot. I can't do anything about this robot. I guess I can... I can make the Hornet move work with the dispersal mech as well if I want. So in that case, the napalm mech could be put to some other use. If we use the dispersal mech to say, all right, if I move to here and fire like that, obviously we'll move some bodies around first. But if I do this, pushing you to there actually lets the quickfire mech just kill you straight up by doing 4 damage to you by bouncing you off that wall. Then the napalm mech could, I suppose, push this guy down again, making him deal no damage at all. We still take 1 building damage here, and we still take the completely unavoidable building damage up here. I can't just leave this thing in this position because it will attack the Plasmodia, pushing it into killing that one. The other thing I could do is just not worry about freezing one of the robots right away. Like, does it help to freeze something else? No, they started this in such a crappy position it kind of can't. I think I do like that play more. Although once we got this thing frozen in this position, it's going to be impossible to ever move the damn thing. This is terrible, right? Yeah, that's awful. Well, you know what? If I do the reposition, the quickfire mech actually can kill both of these, which means that the napalm mech has freedom to do other stuff. Can't quite deal with that problem. God, these things deal so much damage. All right. I like that plan in theory. Let's move you to here. Freeze this dude. That makes it safe to execute this, which then means I can do a mere 7 damage with 1 attack. And then yeah, you're so close to being able to do something meaningful in so many different ways. Don't really want to take 3 damage. I would love to set this mech on fire, but I don't think there's actually a way to do that safely. I could do it from right here. Obviously, doing it from here pushes it into the building, which is terrible. Doing it from right here is going to kill the fire. Yeah, the freeze tank's not immune to fire, so can't do it in a way that's going to push him. I can't do any attacking or anything from right here. What I can do is just like run up here and start a bunch of fires for the hell of it. We lose 2 buildings, and that's frankly a miracle that we can keep it that low. Okay, that thing moved through into a position where we can actually freeze it, which is nice. Feels to me like... What is the right move here? We have a pretty easy pickup on these. We have 3 movement. I mean, rather than blocking a spawn, I'm going to ensure that this thing dies. I think that's more important. So that, once again, is 7 damage. Then you... Alright. Thing is well and truly dead. Alright, well, maximum mobility over there. That was a pretty rough start, but I think we've got it a little under control now, at least. We'll see if things spiral on us. Okay. Pretty much just avoidable. Do that. You'll block that one for me. You actually can just get out of the way. Yeah, then you can't really do anything else. I guess I don't have to go so far. I kind of want to bring this thing up into a position where it's likely to be able to do some flanking or something. And then, yeah, y'all are good. Alright. Worst comes to worst, we had the ability to freeze this thing, so I was fairly confident we're going to be okay. It also looks like we extremely do not need it. I can't actually hit it for an amount that will kill it. Well, no, that's not true. If I... It's attacking this way, right? So I move you to here, and I shoot it for 1. Yeah, it's going to attack the empty... It's going to take 1 fire damage and then slam itself against my mech and take 1 more damage and die. We'll get some healing out of it. That's fine. Little bit more XP. Every bit matters. Okay, let's go do the easy mission. Oh, the shield generator and mites on mechs at the same time is kind of annoying. Let's go do this. Get ourselves a little bit of power to work with. Hopefully the ice storm will come up in nice places. Okay, totally ignorable. That rules. Not sure I'm wild about that one. Like, I do want this thing to be dead. Huh. Okay. So if I do this... I just feel very strongly that the explosive scion has to die. And then... I can hit you for 2. Pushing you around doesn't actually do anything because you're already going to burn to death. Yeah. That works out very well for us. The alpha version of this thing is ridiculous. Just completely absurd. Okay, 5 new spawn points. That feels a little... It's a little try hard. Okay. Let's make absolutely certain that thing is dead. Okay, these are mostly not too bad enemy types, and the really dangerous one immediately ran off the map, so that's good news. We can sink this one in the water very easily. I think Kai just sits still. Well, we could use Kai to shove this thing into the water. Yeah, despawning this thing is probably worthwhile. Should not do that. Alright, so that thing will die before it gets another action. And we have 2 real enemies. Okay, both of them pretty soft. Don't think we have a super easy kill here that's not gonna, give the XP all to Kai. And that's fine. Does fire happen before? Yes, fire happens before ice, so. Let's go ahead and do that. Okay, great news, and Kai stole very little of that. Do I want to go for the reactor? The thing is, if we get this reactor and it costs us the perfect, is that still good? Yeah, probably, right? The perfect is like a weapon or a pilot or something. The perfect is essentially 2 stars worth of stuff, probably. I would rather have the reactor in most circumstances, and especially relatively early on, which we are. Okay, so we do have to figure out how to deal with this, though. This is really shitty. Yeah, this is horrible. At least the buildings are in no danger. Okay, 2 reactors. Provided we manage to figure it out. Alright, so we can let the Vec kill the shield generator if we want. I don't remember how this works. Destroying this will remove all shields. Okay, so we will have to defend the buildings if we destroy that immediately. Does it add a new shield to all units? I don't actually know how this works. Does it add a new shield to all units continuously, or is it only at the beginning of the turn? Like, can I break shields and do some damage right now? I don't actually know. You go really early in the enemy turn. Yeah, the thing destroying the shield generator is at the beginning of the enemy turn. Okay, yes, I can break shields and do damage right now. Then I should definitely do that, right? Oh, right, except this asshole. So these buildings are just dead. There's nothing. There's actually nothing we could have done about that. Okay, we can get that clear at least. This is going to be a little bit of a nightmare. Yeah, realistically, a bunch of that, like, I'm not sure that we could have avoided it at all. I definitely do not think we could have avoided it while still doing, like, reasonable damage, while still getting other things done. Alright, so you gotta die. So he's going to move backwards before the scarab fires. So pushing this thing forward doesn't actually accomplish anything. Do I want to just run? I'm considering trying to remove my mites already. All right, so we still have 2 mites we got to clear. We really, really, really can't afford to take any more damage to the power grid. Right, this is fine because then we can kill this thing while shifting the other big enemy just kind of out of the way. You can stand here, and well, that doesn't actually do anything at all, does it? Do I have a better play than that? Not really. I want to block. Yeah, I don't think it makes a difference. That'll clear the mites off of this mech. You're already dead. Yeah, it's really ugly, but we're going to get through it. Okay. So you have to take damage or repair. Oh, okay. Interesting. It's interesting that boosting like that does in fact clear the mites. So I suppose ending up in a tile that's on fire is also a possibility. You're already dead. I guess like a thing that would be pretty alright to do is just this so that we guarantee this thing dies. Yeah, that clears your mites just fine. You could just, I don't know, be somewhere else. These things both burn to death. And I guess I should just actually kill one of them. So that, yeah, let's kill the one that has higher XP gain. We can concentrate that XP on silica and see if we can get an actual ability. Alright, we took a huge amount of grid damage there. Right before heading into the boss fight for the island. And we still have no achievements, despite the fact that we absolutely earned one. You know, Bethany? That's maybe actually a pretty good pull. It's like, obviously, skilled is great. But if we work conservative into the lineup, then we can potentially double light tank, which is kind of fun. Silica maybe ends up not even being good, because this is very close to a dead skill. I guess you have to like very aggressively try to block something at the beginning of the battle. The thing is, Mateo is skilled, and skilled is awesome. Maybe it's time, you know what? Maybe it's time to move Kai off of the quickfire mech so that we can take the boosts, the fire boosts normally. Maybe we just move Kai entirely out. Because we're already doing 2 base damage. And we can just fire boost with the other stuff. We can improve the range on this thing's attack so as to produce even more fire. Or you know what? I'm doing that. Let's get the light tank out here. Yeah, all right. Let's see if that was a huge mistake. Tumblebug leader. So we're not going to get to be too manipulative here. Like, these enemies are not really, we're not really going to be able to trick them into attacking tiles. They shouldn't attack, I don't think. Okay, so that's pretty hugely bad. No two ways about that, really. So the quickfire mech can deal with this thing while killing the exploder. The Alpha Scarab can be dealt with in a couple of different ways once we've done that. I do not have a plan for dealing with Tumblebug Leader. It is worth noting, of course, that the Tumblebug Leader is only going to do 1 point of building damage. Pretty far from ideal, though. Yeah, alright. So you move to here. You just have to get out of the way. It would be really nice if you had 1 more point of movement. Well, I don't have to do anything else yet. Let's start with this. This is an alright time to spawn the tank. Which just needs to push this thing that way. And then, actually, I really like this. Getting to start a fire on this thing feels like a pretty important move. The boss is going to do 1 damage to itself, at least. Okay, and now we have 4 bodies that can, you know, administer the proper push and pulls. And we just have to figure out how to make this work. Okay, and a lot of the enemies aren't even really doing anything this turn, which is helpful. So, all we have to do is move that rock out of the way. Like, that's a pretty good shot, actually. I mean, obviously, I want to figure out what to do with this guy first. Here is not a good place for him to be. Gosh, what do I want to do with this tank? It kind of doesn't get to do anything this turn, it feels like. So what, you go to here. The enemies have positioned themselves such that doing stuff is not necessary, and I should probably view that as a blessing rather than a curse. Obviously, it'd be pretty cool to let this thing take some damage. Well, I do have that shield, you know? Okay, yeah. We just tank the hit. For good measure, I'm going to put that rock over there as well. Okay. It's pretty good news. So this thing has decided to annihilate itself. It's fair. Boss actually doing the same thing. And obviously, I'm inclined to let him. You need to take 1 point of damage. Actually, here's the thing I could do. If I put you down here... Okay, now they both burn to death at the beginning of the turn. This attack just does nothing, which is totally fine. I don't actually want Bethany to kill this thing. I want it to die. Oh, no, that's right. Sorry, Bethany needs XP. I absolutely want Bethany to kill this thing. And you kind of can't do anything still. Just... It is nice to have the whole squad actually benefiting from the experience. Alright, I mean, this seems pretty obvious to me. Okay. We made it through, narrowly. That tank didn't really end up being of any use. I would have been just as well off using the flamethrower to push stuff on that first turn instead of using the tank to do it. But whatever. Okay. Teleport to target and push nearby tiles away. Don't think that's a terribly useful weapon for us. And we don't need a pilot. So I actually think we're just going to take the 4 grid power. That's actually really good. Am I going to sell off my Kai? Am I committed to not taking this Kai with me into the next timeline? Because if we sell the Kai, we do get 3 reactors. And I know there's like weapons here and stuff, but the confused shot's pretty cool. The thing is, we just need a ton more reactors, right? All right. This Kai Miller has been very good, but I think we kind of need to do this. And we still have 0 of our achievements, so it's probably time to start working on that. We still don't have the quickfire rocket thing, even though we did absolutely do 8 damage with 1 quickfire rocket shot. Does it say 2 enemies? No, it just says deal 8 damage. We did 7 damage to enemies and 1 damage to one of our mechs, and apparently that doesn't count. Still haven't fed the flame, but we will be doing so soon. So the question is, do we try to make that happen with this attack? It's a lot harder to make it happen with that attack. You have to devote a lot of resources to adding fire to this. All right, let's install some reactors here. How many? Because we could just install 2 reactors by the +2 range, right? We don't have to take them one by one. And then we could install the other reactor here for like plus move with the intention of probably swapping some power over to double shot at some point. Actually, I think I like that quite a bit. So now this thing creates 4 tiles worth of fire, giving us a much better shot at doing that thing. And you are going to pick up move because you are constantly not able to get where I need you to get. And we're 42 minutes into the episode, and I say, fuck it, let's just keep going. So, don't love Fire Scion. Let's try RST, I guess. Okay, so, once again, 8 boosts. Much easier to get now that we're producing a whole lot more fire tiles. Light 3 enemies on fire with a single attack. Okay. Well, the sandstorm will make it easier to make enemies not do damage. Yeah, I guess we have to go this way first. I do not want to go through this Earth Mover nonsense. The Earth Mover mission sucks so much. It is the very opposite of fun. Okay, that's handy. All right. So all these tiles get smoked at the beginning of the turn. This guy's attack is already irrelevant. I could do 1 damage here while pushing those enemies. This one has to get pushed again or else it becomes a problem. That's easy enough to do though, right? So this thing's dying, which is fine. I shoot the mountain, because if I shoot this, it's going to slide to here and blow up and damage a building. And nobody else really needs to do anything. In fact, I think I'm just going to move the napalm mech around here. And I'm not going to throw any fire or anything. I'm going to shield that attack off. Oh, shit. So I do have to push you again then. Right, because I can't have that getting attacked. Okay. So now this guy lives, which I don't love. These two both die. Well, no, this one survives. Okay, just trying to be careful about our kill 6 enemies or fewer thing. Okay, so they're gonna get smoked. You're not even attacking now. I'm currently in smoke and cannot move. Oh, in fact, we can barely do anything. Although I can change that. Okay. So, if I just put you here and do that. Now your attack, yeah, they're all of their attacks do nothing. Everybody else is just getting smoked, and we just leave it. I don't really. I guess I can. Yeah, I could perform a block. That's probably worth doing. Or, you know, it's probably not necessary though. And a higher density of enemies on the map at once makes it more likely that I'll be able to get my triple set things on fire off, so... Although, you can't set enemies on fire when they're in smoke, so... They'd have to line up in a very particular way. Yep, and they are not going to play along. Okay, well, these two can be safely ignored. Okay, this isn't too bad then. Start some fires over there. Push that guy in the ocean. He deserves it. And then I think we're good. Just call it there. This is not a good mission for us to attempt to accomplish any of our objectives on. Oh, I should have... Well, whatever. It doesn't matter. It's not very much damage. It's gross, though. It's a gross noise. I feel like that's got to count for something. Okay. Nothing but a reactor, but a reactor is pretty good. So I think for right now... I don't think I want to activate double shot yet. I might just do this for the moment. Just be really tough. Ah, stupid volatile vac. Just blocking everything. Well, I don't really value this very highly. Let's go through Disintegration Flats to get to the rest of the island, I guess. This thing has 3 move. Don't really know what to do about that. Alright. 8 boosts is... That's tough. That's a lot of boost. So your attack only does 2 damage. Tricky. And I'm trying really hard not to kill the volatile Vec, but like, they are not making it easy. How do we do this without killing the volatile Vec? How do we do this, period? Really? Okay. How about... You do 2 damage, but you could be boosted. Gosh, I wish she had one more movement. If I could get her to here. Yeah. Alright, well. I don't know if we can really stop this. I guess we can just ignore this thing, right? He's going to peel the shield off that building. He's going to do 1 damage to the volatile Vec. Probably. It's probably fine. Yeah, it'd be super helpful to be able to shoot at this thing from this side. I can get you to a position where... And actually, standing here and pushing this thing upward isn't bad. But if I'm going to do that, I need to have a pretty thorough plan about how I'm going to use the rest of my turn. Because once I do that, I've sort of locked off one of the avenues forward. Alright. I think we probably have to do this. I don't see another way of stopping this thing. And I probably can't save this building either, but I think I can be okay with that building not being saved at least. So if my plan is to do that, that pushes you, then... Is there a way for me to allow Bethany's mech through? I think the answer is no. No matter how I move stuff around, yeah, she would have to have a 5th point of movement. There's no escaping it. Okay, what if it says like 3? Okay, it is 3 enemies. So I could line up 3 units and then fire on them. Maybe get some interesting stuff done here. So what I'm thinking is, if I like move this unit here, I guess it would be here. And like stand the dispersal mech there. Shoot fire over top of the lot of them. We can absolutely kill this thing. It just doesn't, like, it kills an enemy, but it just doesn't help enough. We are unfortunately really just faced with this position where all the moves are bad. That building's just not savable, I think. All right, so we have to decide. You know what? You will take 2 damage if I do this, but I think it's worth picking up the boost for next turn. Well, see, my plan here was to do this and then throw the tank down here. But then I'm wondering, if I do that, what is my... And we push this thing up to here so it can trade blows with the other starfish. But if I do that, what is the quickfire mech even doing? Can't shoot both of those. I can have the quickfire mech stand here and shoot both the starfish, moving this one to a position where it is harmless. And then we could just have the other tank move it so that it's on top of the spawner. I actually don't hate that. Okay, so we're going to have the dispersal mech then... I need to stand in a place where I can move the, where I can shoot the tank to where I need it to go. Which means I probably can't stand here. Yeah. Because the tank's not fireproof. You gotta be a little bit judicious about this. If the tank was fireproof, standing here would be good enough. Because I could just drop the tank here and have it move over. Well, it probably has 3 points of movement, though, right? Oh, this tile's on fire, too. It will not be safe to even stand here. I guess I can do this in the other order. What am I talking about? We can just have the tank go now. Yeah, that's the right way to do that. So we get our tank prep, and we still get this. And we sacrifice that one building. The volatile Vec is in kind of awkward position health-wise, but... Did firing the tank eat my boost? It did. That's weird, considering it's not an attack. Alright, that was like... There's a lot of agonizing over a thing that ended up sucking anyway. Okay. So once again, this thing doesn't actually have to be dealt with. How do I want to fight this? I mean, I can kill this thing trivially. I might just bounce it off of the fire mech, the flamethrower mech on purpose, just to get rid of it. Once again, Bethany has like almost enough movement to be able to do something of value. I mean, I guess, right, we just do this. That thing's dead now. We want to push you to the side. I am going to take the bounce kill here. This thing doesn't really have an important turn, so I think I'm actually just going to do this to reboost our mechs. And then, yeah, you step to here. I guess I didn't really need to, yeah. Some of that was unnecessary. But that gets us the block, and deals with things in a relatively responsible way. Alright, the tank will help us deal with that. Please cut that shit out. I don't really need to do anything else. I think I step up here, repair, and then you just deliver more fire. How many boosts has that got us on? 6? Okay, so if we just fire, we can totally make this happen. Okay, so we do have to actually attack with both of these mechs in order to spend their boosts. The tank can just keep playing keep away with this guy. That works totally fine. The volatile Vec will drown. It is not massive, so I have to be careful about the rescue here. Okay, I think I see it. So I just picked up a 7th boost, right? Yeah. All right. So the move is like... Oh. The move is like this to break the webbing. Then I don't really have to do anything else from there. I guess I could have positioned myself so I could kill this thing, but the tank's got him under control. So I may as well just kill you for the XP. And then that can go there. And then you just... Cool. 1. 1 of 3. We just take his toy away for the last time. All right, we're all getting pretty close to level 2. It's coming along. Mechs gain +1 move when start. Wow, actually, I like that a lot. And we have a slot unspoken for, right? Yeah, we totally do. All right, so the question is like, how do I want to actually position my pilots? Well, I think it's still the case that we want to keep this the way it is. This is... Oh, it's just on all the time. Okay, cool. We don't have to supply any power to that to get the basic effect. I do think we're gonna probably install one more power here. And then I think like it might be 2 health turns off and double shot turns on, maybe? Yeah, I didn't want to keep the point of movement, but let's try that. Defend the train sounds like a nightmare. Crater Bay seems probably pretty doable. The non-armored train missions are even harsher than the armored ones. That said, we have a lot of tools now. I'm tempted to go for it because we don't really need the 2 power just yet. Yeah, let's do the proving grounds. This is gonna be a challenge for sure. If I put a unit here, am I provoking them to put a stone there? Probably yes. but also probably I can't even do anything about that, right? Like, you try to draw their attention backwards, which I guess I could do even more effectively by setting up like this. But I want my units to be adjacent to each other. We want the kickoff. How much movement do you have? 3. All right. Let's see if we can bait one of them up here. Okay, great news. Okay, train's fireproof? Train's fireproof. How do I not lose to this setup? This setup is really harsh. And the train will just die if it runs into something. It will kill the thing, but it will also die. So, how do we make this work? Honestly, I think there's a pretty good chance that I am just double firing here. This actually completely rules. So that blows up on the first attack. That blows up, damaging you again. And you take 2. We'll be doing a bunch of damage over here. No, it's just not enough. Because we have to stop the alpha starfish from hitting the train and stop the alpha mosquito from hitting the train and move the alpha tumblebug off the tracks. I shouldn't have. Never take the train mission. It is so much harder than all the other missions, and they don't give you... The train mission definitely needs another point of rewards because of the fact that it is uniformly more difficult than the others. The thing is, I can't attack the alpha mosquito from this side. So, alright, how about this? I attack to here, cause all the explosions. No, doesn't work. What I was thinking was, attack to here, cause all the explosions. Run the other mech down into the now open space. Fire the fire over top of them so that they both get healed. And then... Or so they both get boosted, and then do the shooting. And the thing is, we can probably kill this guy and that guy by doing that, but I can't stop this attack from hitting the train. I can't actually stop either of these attacks from hitting the train like that. So we can move the starfish back by using the napalm mech, right? Obviously. I don't think it helps enough. Yeah, I need more ways of moving the enemies around than we have. In order to have a reasonable shot at killing this thing, I would have to be able to hit it from the right side, from the side that the 5 health tumblebug is in, and there's no universe where I can get the tumblebug out of there. sorry to agonize over this. I'd really like to not screw up our perfect streak, but I should have known better than to take a train mission. Yeah, okay, it's just not doable. That's fine. We can do some good work. So you can step to here, boost, do enough damage to kill both of them. He'll take one more. Yeah, and then the train's dead and there's nothing we can do about it. And we could potentially have saved 1 point of damage, off, or 1 star of health off the train, but we would have lost it very soon after anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And if we'd all set up over here, it wouldn't have been any better. I mean, we will, like, from here, we will trivially win. We probably won't take any building damage or anything. But yeah, the train missions are pretty easy to survive. And maybe that's why they don't have higher difficulty. Alright, you could just come down here and heal. Start as many fires as possible. You don't really have a play here. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so... Oh, damn it. Okay, hold on. Let me make some of these other moves first. Alright. Boost Bethany. Okay. So this shot's going to do 3+1 there and 3+1 there. Plus damage to the tank, plus... Like, this is definitely going to get us that other achievement, right? There we go. Maximum firepower. Okay. The perfect island's gone, and with it, our achievement for getting 3 perfect islands, but I do think we're going to be able to get that. +1 move. Okay, +1 move on both of them is actually really great. Definitely the sort of thing we were looking for. So I am considering unpowering the +1 move here. I guess I don't know what I would... Yeah, it's fine. Now that we've got this achievement, do we want to swap the 2 of them? I think so. Let's... No, wait. Leave this here... Because I want the conservative to be here. Okay. So... We could turn off the +1... I don't think I want to turn off the +1 damage, but we'll get more reactors and install them there. You definitely want to power the light tank. And... I mean, +2 range is not a bad idea. Yeah, I think I'm okay with that for now. We might, when we get one more reactor, we might depower that to power up the damage bonus on the tanks, maybe? Okay, and... the Cataclysm mission's usually fairly easy, and I would like to get 2 stars to make up for the stars that I'm not getting here. Because the enemies are not smart about the Cataclysm tiles. Try to give the starfish something to focus on that isn't buildings. All right, pretty good. Okay, not all of it's so good. This one, it was nice of this guy to stay on that row of tiles. So 3 enemies on fire with 1 attack. We're close. We're close to being able to do that here. How do I want to... It's actually really inconvenient. So we can deploy a tank to just move this thing out of the way. That does require us to move you as well, but I mean, like, obviously I want to do that. Alternatively, I could just move you. Like, we step the dispersal mech to here, have a tank, spawn a tank so that we have the extra body, use it to push the tumblebug to this space after having moved the napalm mech, and then this guy will do a pretty fair amount of that, yeah. This is still a problem, though. Don't really want to take 2 damage on that building. Oh, I don't have to. He's on a sand tile. I can just smoke him. Okay, yeah. And then just like move out of the way and let them all have at each other. That seems totally fine. So I don't know where I want to move you exactly. I guess it doesn't really matter. Just want you to not be here. Bethany can't remove her... Yeah, Bethany actually cannot remove her mites by blocking a spawn because she's shielded. So I don't know what I want her, or where I want her to be exactly. I don't know, just kind of in the middle of stuff. Okay. So that deals with that. I could just sit right here. Oh no, sorry. The quickfire mech only has 2 HP. If I sit right here, I die. Alright, we'll worry about that later. And I guess I'll do 2 damage to this guy. And then I may as well just repair, right? I guess I could set a fire. I do want this thing dead though. Yeah, we'll just clear our mites. And now we've got a lot of smoke in places where it's somewhat annoying for the starfish, although obviously they're not the only ones who are prone to annoyance in this situation. Yeah, actually. Actually, what do we do? Well, if I stand here, what does Bethany do? Bethany. Okay, no, I see it. So Bethany moves to like here. Well, I don't love that. I do really want to push. Yeah, never mind. It's fine. I was going to have this thing kill that other starfish, but it's fine. So that's right. This starfish is going to die to the fire anyway. That clears the other mech mites, which rules. We spawn this tank all the way over here. Huzzah. And then now you have enough enough damage that you can just kill this thing at the cost of 1 building damage, which I think is fine. I definitely think it's the best deal we're going to get, so we do have to take it. And you, I don't know, just kind of get over here somewhere. Okay. Oh, that was nice. So obviously we're all good. I can't do enough damage to this thing to kill it. So yeah, I guess just get away from the edge. Oh, interesting. That still causes an explosion. It feels like that is not intended, or at least like the explosion should be at the bottom of the fall, right? Not so good. The mosquito leader. It's an annoying leader. There's no two ways about that. Once again, I want to try to offer the starfish a position where it can hit more than one target, but those targets aren't buildings. And it's really hard to know what we're going to get out of Mosquito Leader. Alright, just some tremendously annoying play from our enemies here. Really being a bunch of dicks about it. So, like, I want to do something like this. Like, push this thing off. And then I guess the question is it better to drop the enemy damage? Probably not, right? Because with or without this Scion up, enemy damage is kill. All of them do kill points of damage. So maybe what we do is... What is my plan to deal with this problem? I guess no, it's fine. We can deal with it, right? Because the dispersal mech can just do something like, you know, whatever. I think that probably is it, even though it does do damage to our mech here. Actually, I like it quite a lot because it deals 1 bonus damage to that thing. Better to kill it than to not kill it, I think. And you may as well make the sand tile. Alright, and then you come over here. There we go. So that thing does die for free. And getting a powerful Vec both on fire and blocking a spawn is definitely high value. We just have to be a little bit careful about our health at this point. Okay, Mosquito Leader wants to be bounced by the Napalm Mech. Alright, so you'll block a spawn. And I guess I should do so as well? Okay, it's a good idea to spawn a tank any turn that you can afford to do so. And at this point, the Napalm Mech can probably just play keep away on the Mosquito Leader for long enough for it to die. Or maybe that won't even be necessary. Although, they are making my life challenging up here, I'll say that. Yeah. We just push you out of the way. You run over here and do a kill. And then that way I can just do a little bit of damage. Push that away from you because you are not going to treat it responsibly, and we all know this. And then sadly, this mech can't quite make it far enough. What is the thing we still need? 3 enemies on fire with a single attack? Yeah, alright, well. I guess let's see. So you're dead. I mean, there's also real good odds that we're going to be able to pull that off during the final island. Although I don't know if we're going to want to. Okay. Really kind of a bunch of assholes here. So you're already dead. Yeah, I can't quite line them up, unfortunately. Oh, you're smoked, right. So you do have to be rescued. Yeah, that's good enough. And then it's like, do we do a 4th island? I think we probably will. I don't know that I think we need to. But I think if we want to like assure ourselves, or give ourselves a greater assurance at least, of actually being able to accomplish the objective, that last achievement. Now, we don't have to use the kickoff boosters. They're fine, but especially since we just picked up 2+ moves, they're certainly not necessary. So I do wonder if maybe we'd want to... Well, even if we did want to pick up other stuff, I don't think any of this is that stuff. let's just go ahead and grab these, get out of here. And yeah, I think we are going to go ahead and undertake a 4th island because I want to make sure we get to feed the flame appropriately. And, you know, by the end of the 3rd island on Unfair, the Vec in the final island are probably all leaders in garbage already. So I guess there's no reason not to go for the 4th one. Yeah, all right. Okay, that's where we're going to call it for today. And thank you all so much for watching. When you come back next time, tomorrow, 4th island, and, you know, a cataclysm. One way or another, a cataclysm is going to occur. And we'll see you then.